Hey folks, Mr. Dell here. We are looking at a problem that has to do with volume and surface area. And this is coming from CPM course 3, and this is section 9.2.3. So it says find the surface area and volume of the rectangular prism at the right. So if you look, I'm going to just call each of these square units, right? So that if I think about surface area is all of the area on the outside of the figure. And if you see what we have, I don't know if you can see the three-dimensional. This is one block right there. So that's a 3D block. And then that's a second block. So you got two blocks stacked on each other, right? And then we can see them coming from this way. We have another block here and another one stacked on that. And then there's two stacked. And then probably in the back corner, it's harder to see, but you can see that there's going to be one right in the back there and double stacked there. So if I count, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then I got to see that there's going to be two stacked behind that. So if I think about how many blocks there are, that's my volume. Volume is the number of square block or cubic blocks, right? So those are cubes. Volume is always measured in cubes, right? So cubic inches, cubic feet, so measured in cubes, right? So it's the stuff inside. So it's the mass, the stuff inside. So we got to make sure we understand that. And then volume or surface area is the outside. It's the outside space. We'll say that, and that's measured in square units. So measured in square units, right? So measured in square units. So and now I'm going to count how many squares. So I got my volume. I know my volume. My volume is going to be, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I see 9, 10 in the back. So it's going to be 10 cubic units. That's my volume. Okay, call my volume V. My surface area, we call that SA, surface area, is going to be all the squares. So if I think about how many squares I'm looking at, what I can see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I see 17. So I see 17 squares. But then we got to know that there's going to be some in the back. So this is where you got to get creative and think, okay, how many are on that side, the back? So that back side and also that back side, right? So there's a back here and a back over here. So if I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cubes that would make up this part. So if that's the case, there's going to be 4 squares back there. And then on this side, there's 8 cubes that make up the back this direction. So there's going to be 8 back there. So there's a total of 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay. And then the other piece is what we don't see is the bottom. You got to remember the bottom, what it lays on. And so how many underneath? Well, there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's one in the back, 4, 5. So there's 5 cubes on the bottom. So there's 5 squares underneath. Right? So if I add all this up, I have 12 plus 5 plus 17. Okay? So that gives me 34. So my surface area, right, SA is equal to 34, and that would be square units. So that's my surface area, counting the squares, and my volume or counting the cubes. Okay? All right, there we go.